You both know exactly what I expect. Give the fans a good, hard, clean fight, obey my commands, and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
There's a right hand from Hooker, and now Hooker goes down. Wow. Twice.
4.
I think he might have stepped on his foot, Ramirez.
6.
Twice
7,
he's lost his balance.
8.
Looked like something might have hit him, and then he went down, so that's being ruled a knockdown by Mark Nelson. There's a right hand from Hooker, and now Hooker goes down. Wow. Twice.
4.
I think he might have stepped on his foot, Ramirez.
6.
Twice
7,
he's lost his balance.
8.
Looked like something might have hit him, and then he went down, so that's being ruled a knockdown by Mark Nelson.
Watch Ramirez's left foot right there, stepping on Hooker's left foot, and that's what caused the knockdown.
So that's not a knockdown. Should not have been ruled. See, he put out the jab, maybe barely touched him, and then he just fell back. So that should not have been ruled a knockdown.
The referee saw the punch. We saw the foot being stepped on.
Hey, look, it's difficult. It's like a play at first base. See, he put out the jab, maybe barely touched him, and then he just fell back. So that should not have been ruled a knockdown. Again, this is the style matchup. Inside, a hook to the body and a head from Ramirez, and he's trading right away. Dangerous thing to do with Hooker. Ramirez comes in and quick with the jab, but you can see as Ramirez steps in, he is in danger. He leaves himself slightly open, and Hooker is able to counter with hard shots. And it is that long. It's almost like a Tommy Hearns reach. Good hook by Maurice Hooker.
That's been the best punch so far by Hooker. It's a check hook. He throws a jab. Once Ramirez comes in, a left hook counter.
Good body shot, but then a double up. There's great body work being done by Jose Ramirez these first few rounds. Putting in the work rate as well. Hooker with chopping right hand. That is always going to be dangerous.
That was a good body shot there by Hooker as well. Caught Ramirez's attention going back.
He threw a right hand and landed it as well to the body.
But Hooker comes back with a solid right hand right there. Catching Ramirez behind the ear.
Doubling up on that from the hook in the body. And now a straight right hand from Ramirez. And now he presses the action and has Hooker back on the ropes. This is where he was so effective in round 2.
Here we're going to see Ramirez bullying Hooker against the ropes with a power jab, then unleashing a right hand. That's where Hooker does not want to be, with his back against the ropes. He had his moments in that round. Not only that, but going from Freddie Roach to Robert Garcia, just getting the best of both worlds.
Hard hook by Ramirez. Hooker looks hurt. Hooker stays. Hooker is back. It's over. That fast, it's over. Jose Ramirez has ended it. A sudden burst. And it stopped. Hooker had his head snapped back. Mark Nelson says that's enough. And Jose Ramirez is the Unified champion at 140 pounds. Wow. He pounced immediately. Let's go back to where it started, Sergio.
I believe it was a left hook. There it is right there. Caught Hooker backing up, which is the last thing you want to do if you have the advantage in size. He was out on his feet. I think the referee did exactly what he needed to do. That's a perfect call by referee Mark Nelson, stopping this fight.
And Nelson had to act immediately. Now, he saw the head snapping back. He saw Hooker standing back by the ropes. But how about closing the show? Look at Ramirez just accelerate. And Mark Nelson jumps in. It felt sudden. The crowd was fairly upset until they saw the condition Hooker was in a second after that stoppage.
No, I think it was a brilliant stoppage. Hooker was out on his feet and he was getting hit with clean shots. He was out right there, Brian.
Yep. Nelson with an outstanding job. Got right in. And it's not easy to do that when it's such a competitive fight. But he recognized as soon as the neck goes slack, you've got to get in. Mark Nelson did that.
Just a brilliant performance by Ramirez and a great stoppage by the referee, not letting Maurice Hooker take more punishment. Just an amazing unification here.
Action-packed through the whole fight, going to war. The crowd was fairly upset until they saw the condition Hooker was in a second after that stoppage.
No, I think it was a brilliant stoppage. Hooker was out on his feet and he was getting hit with clean shots. He was out right there, Brian.
Yep. Nelson with an outstanding job.